This show really like fucked with my head. Euphoria, I'm talking about Euphoria. It's just that this is not really a review. This is just my opinion. It's that, god damn it, you should never binge watch this show. Like, if your mind is already a little bit fucked, or you're like a little bit, like everyone is a little bit, like, do not binge watch this show, dude. First of all, it's it is too much. Like, it's too much. Like, I get going into drugs and sex and teenager issues. I get that, but every frame of the show is too goddamn much, and not in the way too goddamn much. Oh my god, like, I feel so bad for them. That, like, I feel only bad for them because of the backstories that they show, and like some relationships you do feel a little bit bad. But then that goes out of the window when they do crazy shit. Like, okay, like, I'm supposed to feel bad for you, and then you go and like do crazy as shit. Like, I'm supposed to feel bad for the fat girl, but then she just turns herself into a cam girl. She manipulates the hell out of her like boyfriend, to who she wanted to break up with, but she manipulated him so much that he broke up with her. We didn't got a conclusion to that. Then again, they wanted to sell me a friendship of the group. I never saw that friendship between the group. I saw friendship between people of the group, between each other, but not really as a whole. It felt like they were too mismatched, and it felt like their stories kind of like desired for them to be mismatched but not to be friends. It's like, how am I supposed to feel bad for the fat girl when she's literally in the most popular group in the school? First of all, they're like 17, 18 in the show. None of them look like that. These things, like, you can say maybe like a lesser version of what is shown in this show maybe happens in colleges. Like schools, maybe a little bit do happen, like some serious stuff also, but not on this scale. So the things that happen in like college, they're showing it in school. It's just that, like, I don't think anyone really like made hashtags out of this show about the whole like group friendship. They try to make you feel through the play and all. Like, the only like three characters that I really like am like attached to are like Lexi, uh, the drug dealer guy, and Rue to a certain extent, because she's the uh, what can you say, the narrator, the main person. So, and she hasn't really like cheated on anyone. Like, of course, you don't really like her in the end. Also, Jules is, well, she just fucking goes off the rails. Like, that scene, I still don't understand. Them wanting to like go on a train and get out of there was not like a long story which happened throughout the season and they decided. It just happened in one night, which she refused. She went there. She came back anyways after a few days, and because this becomes so big in Rue's story, like, Rue relapsed because of that. But then it's kind of like Rue proposed to go there, and like, how did this become such a big deal when it was not really mentioned throughout the whole season? Like, Nate, I hate this fucking guy, but the actor has done a good job. Sydney Sweeney also, people can say anything they want. She did a great job. The person who plays Maddie, she did a great job. Maddie as a character is someone that you do feel for sometimes in between, but then she just does the most like sluttiest things, or like she does something like so fucked up, and I'm like, okay. In the end, I do feel bad for her, but then I'm like, she is a hoe though. Apart from her getting beaten up, like her getting choked and everything, I don't feel bad for her. I mean, I don't feel that nothing else that happened to her she didn't kind of deserve, or I was like, "Ugh." Like, no one deserves to get physically abused, or abused in any sense, by mentally, physically abused by their partner or anyone. They can be a hoe or they can be anything. They don't deserve that. But apart from that, like, them saying that Maddie was always loyal to Nate. Okay, in the sense loyal that okay that he is her man, like everyone else is like a one night stand and everything, but she still cheated. Like, am I supposed to like feel bad that uh, Nate was fucking with fucking with Cassie because Maddie was her like not her girlfriend? I just felt bad that it was their friendship, but then not really. Like she was fucking everyone. Like Nate had like a cuck scene where he like was like, What will you do? Like if I say that he was bigger than you and everything, like one thing is that whenever I was like feeling bad for the 22-year-old guy who got assault and everything in the Maddie case, I was like, he did fuck an underage girl. He did fuck an underage girl. I'm like, you can say he didn't know, but what did he expect in like a high school party? Huh? And like these people just do the wildest shit. Like they will just like kiss other people and be like, yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. I'm like, it's fine. They'll just like fuck other people and it's just fine. Like the whole Jews and Rue relationship, you can say that they are like junkies and they are like, lowest scum of the earth, or like not the lowest scum, but you get what I'm saying. It's just that I do not feel bad for the fat girl at all. Like they wanted me to feel bad for her, but how can I feel bad for her? Like even the her mother is like, you look beautiful, and I'm like, okay, you can wear whatever you want, but then you clearly don't like it. Like at one point they did have some stuff where it was kind of like she was getting, they did some stuff that where they were like, the women who really talk about the heteronormative standards of the society do look like those standards of the society anyways. Like they're the one talking about loving yourself, your body the way it is, you shouldn't conform to society's everything, and then they are the exact ones that the society, and I like that scene, but then it went nowhere. She just did all that and it just went into her character. Like they just forgot about that whole plot about what she's doing is actually bad. Like when her breakup happened, she just continued doing that stuff, and they never mentioned that what she's doing is sad or bad or anything. Like they clearly mentioned every time that Cassie was with Nate, they did mention that what Cassie is doing is wrong, be it in relation to a friend or be it in relation to herself. They didn't do that with uh, the fat girl after a certain period of time. The thing is, the mother is like an alcoholic, but then she's like kind of a good mother also. Like maybe she neglects them a little bit, but she's a drunkard, but she's functioning like perfectly normal. Like she always like gives them advice, and I'm like, why? Like you should not show her as in control of herself as, because she's an alcoholic. That's not the message that you want to send to the audience, right? Because they don't. Like through Rue, they have shown the ills of drug addiction. Even like drug abuse, they have shown it through like Cassie's father. Like at first, we were thinking that Cassie's mother was the problem, which in a way she was, but he was himself a big problem. And they kind of forgot about Cassie's mother's story, like what happened from her side that caused eventually for him to, yeah, like leave. Then they had the like this shit like really scrambles your brains. I'm like, it's too much stuff happens in this show, and it's like, how did people not know what has been happening? Like they're just some fucking criminal mastermind or something. Like the things that have been happening, their parents are just fine with them hooking up and everything. Like okay, like I'm not saying that this stuff doesn't happen, maybe in America people do get hookups and everything, but our parents like just so cool. No parent out of them was like it's bad or anything, and every one of them is like they say that Nate's family is conservative, but then they have no problem with him and Cassie like fucking loudly while both of them, Nate's father and mother, are in the same house. The director producer also said that they're going to give Cal a redemption arc, like the guy who made child pornography. Like you can say that he didn't know who Jules was, you can give him that. But even apart from that, you can say that he was not a pedophile like knowingly, because he thought that Jules' age was 22. But apart from that also, like filming people without their consent is a pretty big fucking crime. Like when we see these things coming in, like the newspapers and everything, like people recording people without their permission, promiscuous positions, and you're saying that he deserves a redemption arc, like the guy who clearly has problems with his sexuality. Because of that, he spiraled and he's fucking everyone, like transsexuals, old people, everyone. And also, like in particular ways, like putting his fingers in their mouth and like fucking them hard, everyone in the same position, like him, like manipulating his sons, him not treating them right. You can say that okay, he got hard done by, but he did way worse shit than that to deserve a character saving arc. Like, it's like saying that Nate will get a character saving arc also. Does he? Should he? Like, that guy ideally should die at the end of season 3 if it happens. It feels like they should have ended the show when season 2 ended, because the way the play was set, it would have made like the last image of them just sitting in a group photo, like that kind of looks like the ending shot, but they have a lot of like open ends. Like also like the guy who what is his name, Elliot Laurie, like who is what is his name, that who suddenly became his her friend. Like, why should I care about him? They have not shown anything of him that I should care about him. He's a guy who came into her life, gave her drugs unknowingly, but then even after knowing that she nearly died, kept giving her drugs. In the end, he suddenly has an epiphany. He like sings a song which got everyone emotional, and I am suddenly supposed to be like, I'm supposed to care about their relationship. I'm not supposed to care about this man. Like in the end, like, yeah, I do feel bad for Jews, I do feel bad for these people, because these are the people in the show. But character wise, if you see, I really shouldn't care about any of them. Like there is a thing showing that all characters are flawed, all characters have their vices. There's another thing showing that every fucking character sucks, and that I shouldn't care about any of them, which you don't want me to do, because you really want me to clearly like cheer for certain specific characters. Like they have turned Maddie into a baby face in wrestling terms. Like Maddie is a baby face right now. Like the way her shit ended, like her like the fucking gun scene with him, like her getting the gift from her, like or like the babysitter. First of all, like they do so weird scenes, like like the kid that she was babysitting, her mother. Do you remember the scene where she told her to like put her zipper up, but then like she held her hands for a while, and also like they focused in on that, like implying something else. Like she was a little bit taken aback also, but then it was never brought back. Like in the pool, I thought that she was gonna kiss her or something. I was like, what the fuck is happening? But it didn't, and rightfully so, it didn't happen. It's just that, and certain characteristics, it's like Maddie is shown like a person in the start, like who doesn't really care about much, who is like a certain bitchy, but then she goes and tells her like personal life stuff to like her, like the person who has hired her. It's just that the way these guys like show emotions is I'm like it happens too sudden, and like we forget about all like the little bit things that are not like good in the show because of the way that the show is produced, the way like the screenplay is there. Like you get lost in the smoke and mirrors of the show a lot, and like the drugs and the sex and all that, you get lost in that, so you don't really focus on a lot of it. Like a season 3 is coming, Zendaya's sister is not going to be there, and it looks like probably they'll do like this, like her mother will send her to like a boarding school or something next year. But like like Ali, like Ali's role, I think probably will get expanded in season 3. It's just that I felt like he should have been a much bigger character. Like he had a unique character, and it felt like they did things, but then they didn't really know like what should we do. Like he's like a positive influence in her life, but he's also like a realistic person. He's not like other people in her life who like give her a false hope and everything. But we didn't really see him that much. And even if what we saw him of the end, it was like, okay. Not like this show fucked with my head, man. I'll probably say that this show is not worth binge watching. So this were my thoughts on Euphoria. I thought I would go like more crazy on this show, but maybe when I make a video, I kind of go into like a certain formal way, so it didn't happen. But this were my thoughts on Euphoria, like season one, season two combined. Like these are my just thoughts. These are not like a straight away like review, because then it would have been much more structured. What are your thoughts on Euphoria, and what are your thoughts on my thoughts on Euphoria? Tell me in the comment section below. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media links, which are my X/Twitter account link and my Instagram links, are in the description, so go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is sharpboy@okicici, is in the description also, so go donate any amount of money which you can, which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for me for today. So thank you. Goodbye. Alvida.